So in this video, we're gonna go over should you live in the Meatpacking District. Now, I love the Meatpacking District. I do have to say, it definitely used to be like the go-to nightlife neighborhood, and it still is in a way, but I do think that it has evolved to be so much more than that. So there is a couple things that I think you should consider if you are going to live in the Meatpacking District, because I think visiting a neighborhood is very different than living in a neighborhood. So there's a couple things that you need to keep in mind. Now, I did say that it's a nightlife neighborhood, and that is very true. There's a lot of nightlife there, and there's a lot of also like trendy restaurants. So there's just a lot of traffic in general. And because of that, it can be a little bit noisy if you live there. Now, there's a lot of high-rise buildings in the Meatpacking District. So if you plan on living up high in a high-rise building, you might not hear it as much, but it's just something that you need to be aware of because there's just a lot going on in the neighborhood. So not only is there a lot going on at night, but also during the day, there's a lot of tourist traffic going through there as well. So Chelsea Market is technically like right in the neighborhood. The lines sometimes are blurred between the neighborhood of Meatpacking and Chelsea because some people say that the Meatpacking District is in Chelsea, which it kind of is, but then also from a real estate standpoint, it's actually considered a whole different neighborhood. So anyway, Chelsea Market is on the borderline of Meatpacking / Chelsea, so it's right there in the neighborhood. And because of that, you get a lot of tourist traffic in that area coming in and out. I think there's also a giant Starbucks Reserve over there too, so you do get a lot of tourists coming into the neighborhood. Little Island, also right off the Hudson River in the Meatpacking District, also brought a lot more tourism to the Meatpacking District. So even during the day, there's just a lot going on there. So I'm recording this video in 2023. So in 2022, the city actually closed down certain streets from cars. So it's only pedestrian traffic going down those streets. So that goes to show you how much foot traffic goes on in the Meatpacking District, because otherwise the city would have not have closed down streets for car traffic if that wasn't the case. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, the Meatpacking has amazing dining, but it comes at a price. It's definitely not the cheapest neighborhood to go dine in. But I do say that all of the restaurants that I've been to in the Meatpacking District, the price is very well deserved because you do have some of the best dining in the city, at least in my opinion. Now, also, the Meatpacking is a waterfront neighborhood, which I feel is very underrated in New York City because when you're on the waterfront, you're right near either the East River or the Hudson River. So you might just have these incredible views in your apartment. You can get to the waterfront so quickly if you're the type of person who likes to run or walk on the waterfront or just like bring your dog if you have a dog there. So I do love waterfront neighborhoods, and the Meatpacking District is a waterfront neighborhood on the west side.